Okay, this next project is network traffic analysis. Okay, what it is I had captured some traffic, and I want you to analyze this traffic and answer questions based upon this traffic. It's pretty much straightforward. You should have no problems with it, but again, you know that. So, I'm going to show you how to use Wireshark. I provided you with a capture file. I think it's a PCAP, not a PCAP-NG. It's just a PCAP file. It's the same file. Okay. The file is under Lab6. You should be able to see it already. Okay, you can answer things like how many packets are there. Just answer things based on this. Okay, what is Oscar Higbie's password, and so on and so forth. Okay. I'm going to show you a couple things you can do in Wireshark to make your life a lot easier. So that's what we're going to do today.
What version of Wireshark? The newest one?
12 something or other. Actually, it just told me there's a new one just now. I mean, I put it on last week, so it can't be. It's new. It's fairly new. Okay. First thing I'm doing is to capture some traffic here. Okay. Wireshark is so easy. You run this. I mean, try this at your house. Okay. Do not try it at your work. Because what it does is it puts your machine in what's called promiscuous mode, which means your network card accepts all traffic and they can detect that. So, unless you have permission to it. You can run Wireshark, but when you install it, it's going to ask you to install what's called the WinPCAP. Don't install that at work, because that's the one that makes it capture traffic. Okay? So you understand that? If you got permission to it, that's fine, but I just don't want you all to get in trouble. So you install the program, don't install WinPCAP, and you're fine. You can do the assignment. You just won't be able to capture traffic. I'll show you how to do the assignment. But when you capture traffic, it's pretty self-explanatory. It literally just lists the traffic. Okay. Now, let me minimize this. Okay. It tells you the IP, the port, the time, the index, everything, and you can literally expand these. Like this is a TCP packet. I can open this up and I can see different things. I can see the ports. I can see the source and destination. I can see the flags. Those of you in pen testing already know, we already saw something about those. So I can look at all of this data. Okay. Now I wasn't doing anything on the computer, but I started. So why am I getting all this traffic? I mean, I knew it. What? And I got Zoom going. I mean, there's half of this is probably Zoom. Okay. And what I can do in here, I can actually click on a packet and I can do something called follow TCP stream right here. It'll actually reassemble the entire TCP stream right there. Obviously, we can't see it because it's not clear text, but I'll show you some of the text in a minute. Okay. Whenever you do that, you need to click this X to clear it out afterwards, or else you'll be like, where's all my packets? Well, it's because you got a filter on it. Okay. So pretty simple to use this tool. The very top, we had something called ARP, Address Resolution Protocol. You know, when someone sent out an ARP request. So it says, who has 10.55? So someone, so in other words, the machine 10.55.10.62 is looking for 10.55.11.30. So he says, hey, who is this guy? So that's just how you read it. It's pretty simple to read. And if you were to look at that, you could actually expand it down here, and it actually should say, the wording in here, doesn't it? I think it does. Maybe it doesn't. Thought it did on ARP. Maybe it doesn't. No, it doesn't on ARP. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say it at the bottom. Okay. So that's live traffic. It's pretty simple to do. I mean, nothing special. But I'm going to show you what to do when you have an assignment. Now, this is a demo from a couple of years ago. You're going to get a file just like this. I think here's a PCAP, just like this one. PCAP and PCAP-NG work the same for the most part. That's the only tricky part of this assignment. But I give you a PCAP, and literally a PCAP opens up perfectly. Come on in. Have a seat. Okay. So this is a project from a couple semesters ago. Okay. I can look in here. I can see a lot of ARP packets. I can see some web traffic. I can see some TCP traffic. All kinds of different stuff. And, you know, I wonder if there's any FTP traffic in here. They've changed the interface of this tool. Now you can literally just type FTP. Do not type FTP in capital letters because it won't work. Okay? So it's red. Red's bad. So if I type FTP, hit enter, it literally filters out FTP traffic for me. It's that simple to do. Okay. Now I can go in here and I can like click on this here and I can do that follow TCP stream again. And you can see exactly what happened. Someone connected with the username of test. The password was password1. NSLT was list. They did a list command. The command was successful. So the list output, then they changed directories into the shows directory. Then they did another list. Then they retrieved a file called drive. Then they quit the program. It's pretty simple to do. It's not hard to, yeah, it's just not hard. It's all right there. Everybody with me so far? Is there anybody like, what the hell did you just do? You all got that? Okay. But whenever you finish with a filter, make sure you close it out. Okay. You can even search on text. I think you can do it right here. No, you can't. Hold on. Edit. Find packet. And display filter. I want a string. We'll say user. And then find. And I literally found a packet with the word user in it somewhere. Where is it? Find it?
That was the first one. User controls.
Oh, user agent. That's why. Okay. User. I think user was the password on this one, wasn't it? Find it. Let's start top.
No packet contained.
Oh, I know there's one. Didn't it? Wasn't it one that says? Oh, it was user dash user. I don't remember what the password, what the username was. Darn it.
Type in password1 then.
Hey, that'll work. Good idea.
I think it's a capital P.
Was it? Found something.
Yeah, password1 was capital.
Yeah, right there. So it found it. So you can search on text as well. Okay. What else can I show you about this tool? I kind of like the old interface better, but this one works fine. I mean, you can see it's obviously working. It's all you really need to do is just search through here. Like I'm asking you questions. Who changed the password? So what do you think I might want to do? Well, why don't I search for that word? By the way, Roy made this. In case you're wondering.
We assumed.
Yeah, we saw
It's like a
that.
general consensus.
Yes, Roy made this.
What's up, man?
So I mean, obviously, I would search for get Rexon. Okay. And go packets around there. Now, normally, you know, when you get packets, you don't know what the three-way handshake is, and sometimes there's more than one packet. So look around. So like the one we just found with password in it. You know, there it is, and the user logged in. So you just look around it, you know, and you can, you know, it's not hard to do. Some people have an issue with it. I don't know why, but they do. Let's see, what else is there? What else can I tell you? But man, there's really
What kind of animal has a weapon?
well, this is in the other file. I don't have that file open. I cannot tell you
Is
that.
it a kitty?
Okay. So what adjective is used to identify the animal with the weapon? Yeah, it could be scary. It could be fluffy. It could be whatever. You know, I mean, which search engine was used to find the specific animal? So this project is, most people have no problems with this one at all. I mean, 15, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour.
There's 20 questions. Oh yeah, that's right. There's 20. That's right. Go
15 an hour.
So a couple hours maybe.
There you go.
So he'll probably wait till what? He'll probably wait till Monday afternoon to start it. Okay. Yeah. What I recommend you do is get Wireshark, play with it at home. I found issues on my own network using this tool. It's just, I think it's amazing. Who's never touched Wireshark in their life? Is there anybody? You've all used it at least once, in some aspect or another. Who has used Network Miner? Probably. So the rest of you have not. Okay, I'm going to show you that now. Okay. But I need to, I think, change something quick. Hold on. Let's find the Network Miner. We're going to unzip it right here. It's under the software needed folder, by the way. Network Miner. They don't give me a sample. Well, that just sucks. Okay, now I'm going to open up a file and let me make sure. Okay, I'm going to open up a file and I'm going to go to the desktop, digital forensics, network scanning. Let's go to this one here. This tool is very nice. You might like it. So I opened up that same file in this tool, okay? And it literally analyzes everything for me. It tells me the host. It even tells me the files, okay? And like images. It literally shows the pictures that were inside the traffic. So I recommend using this as well. If there was a mess, there's some credentials, so there's probably some usernames and passwords in here. Oh, there's W. Lucas at cyber.rosa.edu. Okay, there's test. Oh, that's what it was, test, not user. That's why I could find it. You can see all the different sessions, DNS, so it's kind of handy. You can even see some of the keywords if there were some in. I don't think this one had any. You can find search engines in here, and you can find bizarre stuff in here. But there's always a but involved. This tool hasn't been updated in a while, and they specifically say the tool only works for certain types of files. So in other words, if you're running this tool and it comes across a packet and it doesn't know what it is, it just totally ignores it like it never existed. So it could potentially skip some data. I mean, they even say it on the website. Our tool only works for these certain types of data. Anything else we never saw. Ignore it. They don't flag it. Say we don't know what this is. They just like totally skip it. So take that in as caution. You know what I mean? But I mean, come on, that tool is pretty awesome, isn't it? Okay.
So basically, if it's not showing what we're looking for, it's probably just skipped it.
Right, it could have skipped it. And I've seen it sometimes. Arlene even used this in class one day. The same file on two different students. One showed the stuff, the other one didn't. It's kind of like it's an intermittent thing.
Okay.
Like, you know, you get.
Sometimes it does, but it's
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, it's free. You get what you pay for. But I mean, obviously, this time it happened to work, thank God. But sometimes it doesn't. So, yeah, it is. Wireshark. And there's also other tools you can use. But I mean, this thing does a great job. It tells you, you know, what OS it is. It tells you all kinds of stuff about all your data. So, ooh, something from CNET. Yeah. So.
Arlene's class, she does a thing. Gets one for
Like
pictures, and
go-to
so yeah,
things.
and so you can actually find like all the thumbnails that they're using for all their pictures.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
can basically like shop off of it.
Like this one here. Nice. So yeah, I like this one. And this tool can actually do a live capture as well. Receive PCAP over IP, and you can, let's see if is it doing it?
Listen.
You ain't listening much, are you? Getting nothing here.
I have some hearing problems.
Yep, it's working great. Got nothing. So that works really well. I don't know what it's
I
doing.
got 457,000.
Well, let's try 80. I don't. Let's just try that one. Nothing there either. I don't know. I don't really know what it's doing.
The internet's closed.
So, yeah, it's pretty handy. Oh, let me see, WinPig cap. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe let me select my adapter here. I'm assuming this is me. Sure, the administrator rights. Oh, I probably didn't run with administrator rights. Yeah, I didn't run with. Let's try running with administrator rights. Run as administrator. Select interface. File. Receive over IP. Still nothing. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What's this one? Oh, there we go. Now we're getting traffic. So we're actually getting traffic, which is kind of nice. We're getting some images. Nope. Let's go to, let's see if I can do both of these at the same time. No images. There's got to be some images. I got 95 files. Okay, let's stop this. Stop. Maybe. Stop. Got a bunch of files. I don't know what they are. It's probably cookies and stuff. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't get no images. That's weird. Who knows? But the tool works, at least sometimes. I guess you got to run as an administrator. Oh, maybe I put them in the, there they are. Or was that from the other time I ran it?
That's probably from that.
Oh, there's a capture I just made. Oh, well. Yeah. So that's kind of handy. So yeah, any question? I mean, it's super easy. If you've used Wireshark before, you shouldn't have a problem. Again, there's nothing tricky. Actually, no, even the part that I thought was going to be tricky, it's not going to be tricky. I took the trick out of it. It sucks. But, I'm not going to tell you what it was. I just noticed I already took it out of it.
What was it, Charles? Come on, what was it?
No, I can't tell you. I might use it some other day. Oh, here. Actually, let's look through these questions so there's no questions. No questions about the questions.
No question. No question.
Okay. So, Christina, for question number 1, we're just going to put a number in there. Just checking. Just checking. For question 2, we're going to check a box. Question 3, we're just going to put a password. We're not going to put an anonymous colon password. Okay. Same with the next guy. Seems someone has been using or adding user accounts to this machine. Was one of the user accounts added? It does accept multiple. So you put it in, and I know you might spell them a little. Well, do your best to spell them exactly like they are. I have a rule in there to hopefully get whatever you type. But we'll see how that works.
So if we put more than one, do we just enter? Do we?
You put one on the first line, one on the second line. Okay. Okay, what is the MAC address of the host? Put it in with colons. Okay. I say properly formatted MAC address, that's with colons. So it's 2 hex digits, colon, 2 hex digits, colon. It's not like Dell, okay? Okay. Okay, who changed their password? Put in the username. What type of animal? Just fill in the word. Send in the word there. Search engine name. Let's see, what else could be possibly tricky? What's the name of the file? Give me the complete file name, including the file name, and, see the and there, and an extension. Okay, he is the coolest ever. So you're going to give me a word that's made up of 5 letters. I don't know any other way to do that. Okay, so find what the 5 letters are and give me just those 5 letters. Okay. He might have. Okay. What needs to be done to the people? So put that in there. Finish the name of the people I love. So you're going to fill in 4 more letters. Begins with TAC. If you search for people I love, you'll find it. Okay, what year does the certificate expire? Just put it in as that, and the certificate serial number should have 12BBE6 in it. Okay. Pretty simple there. What are the last 2 octets of a non-broadcast API-IPA address? Okay, what is an API-IPA address?
It's just an address that's given whenever you can, whenever the
Okay, which is what? Let's give you an example of one. 169.254, they all start with.
Oh.
Yeah, API-IPA always starts with 169.254. That is, okay, Windows, I don't know when they started this, years ago. What they did was they were having people buy machines and start connecting together without DHCP. They can't talk. So they come up with something called automatic private IP addressing. So it goes out and looks for a DHCP server. If it can't find one, it gives itself one. So when I ran my consulting business, that was a very handy tool. Because if someone couldn't get on the internet, I just asked them, what's your IP address? And if they told me 169.254, I know, aha, the DHCP server's down. I fix the DHCP server, then they get an address. So search for the ones 169.254. Okay. And the last 2 octets are the last 2 digits. So don't give me 169.254, give me the other 2. Okay, makes sense. Now, if you want to know how this was made, Roy came up with a plan. And see, the problem when you're making captures like this, there's so much other junk. We tried to make it as small as possible. So we came up with a plan. He literally did it in like seconds. It was all kind of scripted to just do everything real quick, so that it didn't give you guys 85 billion packets to read through. So I don't know.
I still think he sat upstairs in his closet and giggled all night.
Oh, he does.
He's a mini.
I was gonna make another one, but they're so hard to make correctly, especially I don't know, it's just hard. So we had to do it on a separate machine that wasn't connected to anything else. And what now? What now?
Roy's a furry kid.
Furry kid.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm in the middle of rewriting my script to fix the substitution problem right now. I'm converting it to a dictionary. I think that'll solve it. I think we know what the issue is. Other than the question marks. But we're converting something. So,
You know, keep your question mark.
I mean, easy project. You got a week to do it. John the Ripper's due on Thursday. Thursday, isn't it Thursday?
Yeah.
Thursday.
Oh, it is due on Thursday.
You have it due tomorrow.
I do?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop the recording because we're done with this, but I will go check the date. It's due Thursday.
What is the age?
All right, so I'm going to stop the recording.